Good day to you, everyone. I'm actually recording this video from my iPhone, so if the quality doesn't appear to be 100%, then I don't really have any kind of fancy camera to really up the resolution on it, but that's not important. What I'm here to talk about, what I basically want to share with you guys is something regarding the current situation of today's world, because let's be honest, it could be way better and it sucks, like exponentially. A so called coronavirus lockdowns. A lot of businesses are getting shut down, a lot of people losing their jobs. It's really bad. And, in all honesty, this is something we just can't sit around and wait for some government entity or such people to come fix for us, because let's be real, how many times has government ever really cared for the interest and well-being of its own people? I'm not saying that that isn't the case, but I mean, you can simply go look back in history and see how many times a government has really screwed its own people over, and I'm really tired of it. But what I'm looking to share with you guys is pertaining to the censorship of information and whatnot. A man by the name of David Icke. I'm pretty sure many of you may have heard of him already. Some label him a conspiracy theorist. Some people literally straight up call him a nut. But listening to everything that this guy has been sharing over the last few years that I've been really paying attention to, not just world events, but all the information he's been sharing regarding world events and a secret cult that is manipulating everything that is behind closed doors, that is in the shadows. I do have to say that it is very interesting, and I really more lean toward the fact that this is way more realistic than it is fiction. I mean, let's be real. If any of you really do believe that a small group of people can't manipulate world events, I'll have you know that, pertaining to the Bavarian Illuminati, I believe it was, back in the year 1776, with Adam Weishaupt, Jacob Frank, and those guys. Yeah, a lot of people at the time didn't even know that they existed, but we know they existed and they operated in secrecy. And regarding David Icke, the guy actually had a YouTube channel. Let me see if I could find it here. David Icke. I'm clicking on it now. His YouTube channel. You guys can see it clearly. Oh, whoops. Yeah, they took it down, and he's been having interviews with Brian Rose, I believe it is, from London Real. You could check out the site in londonreal.com. Like, I'm not sponsored by any of these people whatsoever, but it's really interesting to me that, David Icke has literally been, for decades, sharing the truth with people, has been sharing the truth regarding this secret cult. Oh, by the way, pertaining to these same people, this coronavirus and what's going on with Bill Gates, Anthony Fauci, communist China, and Africa, how they literally always look to use my dear African people. Yes, I am black, just in case you guys don't know. Look at that. A proud black man as well. Like, yeah, fuck you racists. But regarding these same people, they always want to test Africa. They always want to use my dear African people, like as if they think we're guinea pigs and whatnot, which similar to Bill Gates, I don't know why is it that they don't take their same vaccines and test it on themselves and their own people and families before they decide to ever test it on other people. But this isn't just regarding the African people. This is regarding all of you humans. Because, listen, I know a lot of you white people as well, and a good bit of y'all, I'm cool with you, but I have to be real. There's a lot of bullshit going on regarding your leaders and whatnot in different countries that honestly, it's sickening to watch. And without a doubt, with how David Icke's information has literally they've been trying to suppress this guy, keep this guy from talking. I find it's amazing that one man, they are so afraid. They are so afraid that he is literally sharing the truth about what these people are all about. And by the way, it's a global network. Yeah, these people have, like, when you're talking about Facebook, because even videos that you could be posting on Facebook, so long it's speaking against these people and how corrupt they are, and how is it that they really plan to control everything and bring about this tyrannical, simply sick, nefarious, and sinister one world government. I don't appreciate it. And the reason why I'm making this video today, if you've even bothered staying around up until this point, is to show you that, guys, I am not up for this. I am not looking to live in a world where just a small group of punks, bastards, are literally controlling every single thing that I'm doing. And religious people, Christians and whatnot, please don't come with this nonsense with me. Because I really, really, really look forward to seeing your God or whatever it is that you worship come from the skies on flaming chariots and whatnot to come save you. But what kind of a God would literally let a bunch of evil bastards literally fulfill every single thing, every single nefarious agenda that they have planned? Why would he let them all go through with their plans when he or she or whatever the hell God is supposed to be can just like literally end them with just a snap of a finger or simply a wave of a hand or something like that? I mean, really, guys, this is our freedoms I'm really highlighting here. Like, our freedoms are very important. It's like super important, because I'm talking about true liberty. If you guys have paid attention to channels like Infinite Waters on YouTube with a guy by the name of Ralph Smart, our freedom is our birthright. The moment we came into this world, whether you believe in a life beyond this one or not, like, if you really think this physical world is all that exists, well, then you're terribly wrong, because regarding things like ghosts and whatnot, even David Icke has been mentioning it time after time. When you're talking about entities that we kind of simply cannot see with the naked eye and whatnot, yeah, guys, like, especially Africans, way before Christianity or any of these bullshit religions. Yeah, before any of these bullshit religions, Africans were like so spiritual. They were so in tune with nature. And yeah, I'm talking long before any group of non black people have even existed on the planet. And like, I really find this to be like super interesting, how especially in many African languages to this day, Jesus and Satan do not exist. Coincidence? I think not, because it seems to me that based off all the personal information that I have been doing myself, when you look at guys like young Pharaoh, you could like go on his YouTube channel and see what it is he has to offer, because he's also speaking up against these guys like big pharma in the US and whatnot. By the way, I currently, as of now, live in the Netherlands. Like, yeah, the situation is not great, but then again, it's not that bad either. But when you're talking about teaming up with communist China and wanting to chip people and give them vaccines, they can take their they can take their vaccination needles and shove it up there. Yeah, you finish up the rest. I am not up for this stuff. I'm totally not up for this stuff. Not in the slightest, like, not at all. I'm not up for it. I don't accept it. It's wrong. It's immoral. They're just looking to steal your liberty away from you. And you're telling me, regarding David Icke, for example, I know for a fact that David is already, he's already has his plans, and yeah, he's not really worried about his YouTube channel being taken down. But people, this is freedom of speech, and I'm pretty sure freedom of speech is literally supposed to be a birthright to everyone because liberty is our birthright. And yeah, definitely we have all the right to speak up our minds, especially when we do our research and discover things about so called leaders that literally aren't right in the slightest, because like it literally only takes a few maniacs to get inside a government, take up a seat in government, to literally screw over a nation. And like Dutch people, like you guys ought to wake up yourselves and see that what's going on in the world, slowly but surely your liberties will be taken away from you if you don't do anything about it. Because yeah, people all over the world, doesn't matter whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Chinese, because it's not all Chinese, but the Chinese Communist Party, those motherfuckers, yeah, teaming up with Bill Gates, like literally people, young Pharaoh himself, who I've already mentioned, has a lot of videos already exposing these people. You have a lady by the name of Judy Mikovits, who, I kid you not, they put this lady in jail. You could research her. She has a video up on, she has actually multiple videos on YouTube where she's giving her life account about how these people literally tried to screw her over, and yeah, they even tried to kill her at one point. Sorry, but they tried to kill her at one point because yeah, vaccinations, they're just not healthy. And when you talk about people like Dr. Shiva Ayadurai, who, by the way, I'm mentioning some prominent people who are living in America right now, but just to give you an idea of what's going on, these people are slowly but surely trying to take away our freedoms away from us, and we should not stand up for this nonsense, people. Our freedom, our liberties are our birthright. Like, literally, even though I am a spiritual being simply living a physical experience, I have the right to live that physical experience any and every way I desire, because, guys, this is not right. It is wrong. It is immoral. Stand up. I'm not saying to fight these people. I'm not saying to go cause any riots, to, like, yeah, stir up major civil wars or anything like that. But we have to stand up for our liberties, people. We have to learn to tell these people no. It is okay to say no, because I don't stand for information being suppressed and truth literally being hidden, because it really goes to show how weak, pathetic, and insecure these people are. Because why do you want to suppress and hide every single bit of information? Oh, as if, like, for example, before white people have existed on the face of the planet, like literally there were only black people on the face of the planet. And like, yeah, regarding things like aliens and yeah, entities from another dimension, like this is stuff these people up in governments and whatnot, like they be hiding this information away from us, and yet they want you to believe that these things don't exist. People, you could literally check multiple, like even agencies like NASA and whatnot. Like literally, you have a bunch of unclassified documents showing you how not only do these creatures, entities literally exist, but they're hiding these things away from us. When you're talking about like 9/11 and how it was literally an inside job, how these people have literally been running, they've hijacked basically every form of societal structure for like how long now? More than 200 years. But if you're specifically talking about secret societies, they go way way back. So yeah, guys, we are living in, it is a very interesting period to be alive, but you have to learn to say no, people. Say no to vaccines, say no to digital nonsense, because they're just looking to find a way to track everyone down. And really, guys, enough is enough. We have to tell these people, yo, uh, we don't accept anything that you're giving to us now. Maybe 10 years ago you could have fooled us, but now really things aren't right, and it's about time that yeah, you guys really stop your nonsense, because I don't accept needing a chip or a vaccine to literally buy stuff at the grocery store, or like travel from one country to the next. No, 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 no. I'm not about any of that nonsense. No way, no way, no freaking way. But guys, that's just my honest opinion. Honestly, I didn't even expect this video to be this long, but hopefully, if you stayed around for this long, you ought to learn to say no. And honestly, we have to work together, help one another to do our best to ensure a free and honestly a future where our kids can live freely, our kids and grandkids can live freely, because I personally say no to these people. No, no, this system is corrupt and they're not God. They never were and they never will be. So people, hopefully you can take the simple message of this video. Yeah, I do wish you nothing but all the best, the very best in your lives, and hopefully, yeah, you can really see, do your research as well, do your research so that you can really see that things really aren't right, especially pertaining to governments and entities that are hiding in the shadows, because there's a lot of stuff especially when you're talking about the educational systems, how yeah, I don't even know what the hell they're teaching these kids in school. Like even back in my day, I don't know what is it that they're teaching kids in these educational systems, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff that especially to my fellow Africans out there, my fellow black people, it's a lot of stuff, a lot of research that we ought to be doing, and a lot of stuff that yeah, thank God for the internet. This is a time to really be sharing valuable information that we ought to know, stuff that we definitely have to be aware of, because once you know who you are, you have to know who you are. Once you know who you are, then nobody can throw you off, no matter how they try. Because, guys, it is our liberties here, and we ought to say no. We ain't having it. Indeed, it's a freaking pantomime going on in this world right now. It's one big silly show, and definitely we ought to look for it to come to an end, and we ought to say no to these people, because I definitely say no, no, no to vaccines, no to a one world government. No, all of that is wrong, and perish the thought that all that shit, and the exploitation of Africans, and stuff, treating black people when they know that black people have had great civilizations, great structures, great societies, and they look to hijack that from us. Nah, man, it's about time somebody puts these people in their place, because these people, they, like I said, they were never God and they never will be. So yeah, everyone, hopefully you get the message, and hope you all have a great day, live wonderful lives, and stand up for liberty, because it is your birthright. Peace.